Okay, so apparently I thought I was filming and I wasn't. So I printed my design, I cut it down, I left areas at the top and at the bottom that helps prevent ghosting. Then I'm going to take my design onto the tumbler. And when you do that, you have to get it really, really tight, because if not, you'll get ghosting. So I hold this one down as I'm pulling tight, like that. I'm going to do the whole thing until I get it all done. And again, this is the most important part. This has got to be as tight as you can get it. Because if there's any air pockets in there, it's going to ghost. You know, a lot of people think it's a waste of tape. It probably is, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Make sure as I'm here, I got it all down. I'm just going to continue to tape it. Okay, and then when you're done, I usually take my fingernail and I just keep going over it and over it till I make sure that it's the way I want it. Like this one here, I don't feel comfortable with, so I'm just going to put an extra piece just to make sure it did tighten down the way it should. Okay. So now this is the hard part. A lot of people think. I get a lot of tape. Again, I take it here. I'm going to make sure this is down real good. And I'm going to pull it so hard that I'm stretching the tape to make sure I get a good seal around it. I'm going to do that again. Again, I'm going to pull it really, really, really tight. I just need one more small piece. And again, I'm going to take my fingernail, run it around, run my finger around it. And I'm going to look at it very carefully, again, to make sure there is no ghosting. Okay, I'm going to do the bottom part. I try to start at the seam. Make sure it's taped down. I'm going to pull it really, really, really tight. And the bottom's a little bit harder because I didn't leave enough room. I'm going to keep going over it until I feel comfortable with it, doing what it's supposed to be doing. Gonna keep going. Last piece that way. I'm gonna do it really, really, really tight. And pull it over. All right. Take my fingernail. If I see any bubbles or anything I don't feel comfortable with, I'm just going to keep going over it until I know that it's down. Okay. I'm pretty confident with it. I'm going to take one more long piece of tape, just as extra protection. I'm getting right down that seam. I'm going to pull it as tight as I can. And I'm going to keep going over that seam here. My nails. I mean, this may be overkill, but I do it this way so far and I haven't had any issues. So I'm doing what worked for me. I'm sure there's probably a better way, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Okay, so after we get done with that, I use the sleeves. They seem to really help. I think these would work for me. Okay. Put on my gloves and okay. And not everybody does this, but I just feel comfortable doing it this way. Might help if we had power. I feel like that's pretty tight. So I'm going to turn you off. I'm going to go get my oven ready and start you back up.